The time is now to start scheming. Scheming! On a Tuesday afternoon. Boy, it's hot. You're behind the cheddar curtain. Warm day out there in Scottyland. We got about 70-some degrees, I reckon. Folks, Gregory Koch here in the orange room. There's activities brewing in the orange room. Wow, that's a quivering vibrato for the kids. I'm going to share this with music friends hither and yon. Don't forget about the yonners. You got the hitherers and you got the yonners. It's important to do right by all. Roger Bunner, greetings to you. Tom Essler, I see you too. Eddie Leon is a savage warrior. Michael Burrell. Wow, you hear that? Michael, you got a little extra something there. I felt that. Gave you a little something extra there for the kids. Let me just share this quick. A little something extra for the kids. A little something extra for the kids. Folks, I am sharing this with music friends. Where? You got the hitherers, you got the yonners. We're getting them all covered. We gotta cover them here, we gotta cover them there. That's what we do. Oh, you better beware. All right. Folks, I thought it would be fun. Ladies and gentlemen, to grab a couple of delicious guitars from the Arsenal of Trade. The Arsenal of Trade. What is on tap today, Paul? That's a good question. This is a Wildwood exclusive version of my Gristle Master. Midnight Black with a fat neck profile. It's thick, juicy, and succulent. Rick says, grow up. You grow up, Rick. Big bully. I see Paul Brown out there. Paulie Brown, Paulie Brown. Yes, can you dig it? Someone asked about neck profiles and what I prefer. You know what? I like all kinds of different neck profiles. In the past, I seem to have gravitated towards necks that are a little bit more girthsome. And this particular instrument is a Wildwood exclusive of my version of my Reverend Gristle Master in a special black tone hue with a larger neck profile that is akin to like a 56, November of 56 Fender neck. So it's a slight V, fat neck, but still 10-inch radius. Can you dig it? Did you ever play as a hired gun, as you'd be a great addition to the Black Crows? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I've done a little hired gunning in my time, but I'm more of elites and not a fouls. I don't know what that means. I like to run my own bands. There it is in a nutshell. Do you prefer the maple fretboard, Stuart? That's an excellent question, and I seem to prefer the maple fretboards, although I'm not opposed to other necks. Like, for instance, on my latest Gristle Master incarnation, it's more of a Gibson scale. It's got an ebony fingerboard, and I dig the hell out of that. But yes, usually under most scenarios, I enjoy a maple type of fingerboard. I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. I like the way it sounds. It makes me feel good. The stupid automatic speller made me look illiterate. Yeah, you know what? The automatic speller on these devices is well, it's difficult. It's a difficult world that we live in with the automatic speller. Oh. What is your string gauge and action height? Well, Jack, when I get these guitars, is it Jack or Jock? Sorry. That's kind of far away. How the guitars come from Reverend is how I actually play them. So however they set them up I'm good. And I use 10 through 46. Sorry. 10 through 46. Are the new Gristles human-sized or Greg Koch sized? Well, Sid, they're just a little bigger. They're not too big for the normal-sized individual, but for the larger soul, such as myself, because I am, what am I, 6'7"? Can't remember. They have a more proportionate feel because they're between 2 and 3% larger. The body's a little bit larger. NYXL, that's correct, Patrick. Thank you. NYXL, what a doggone good string. NYXL. It's summer in Wisconsin today. Go outside. I went for a nice walk outside today. Ran some errands outside today. It's a beautiful day, but now I find myself inside because I do not have this system that we're going through for streaming available outside. Mark says, you play like you're 6'11". Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I play like... shut up. See, what's funny is I figured out the way to do the silent reset of my clone looper, and I just tried to do it with my foot. You have to do it with your hand, because if you do it with your foot, you'll automatically turn on the other button, starting the loop again. Sounding stormy out there. Actually, it's, you know what, a little rain came in earlier today, and then it skedaddled. Do I like hollow bodies? I do. I have this nice semi-hollow over here, this 335. I've got a nice Reverend Pete Anderson PA1 that I like quite a bit. That's a nice guitar. I have, of course, some acoustics, a couple different Martins, and a Gibson acoustic, and an old Guild. And, yeah. And I've got a National Duolian. Yes. Oh, you were welcome, Paul Brown. He says, thanks for the Wildwood 30 videos. I did a bunch more of these. So when Wildwood sends me the new guitars, which I'm waiting for a shipment, as I got a UPS notification that there's more coming. So I'll have some delicious new specimens soon. But in addition to doing these live streams, I try to hammer out these Wildwood 30 videos. So I play for about 30 seconds, sometimes a little bit longer, Paul, right? You got to trim them down. You got a little trimming. Trade gets a little long-winded with the Schweedels. And then I usually say one word afterward. Paul, have I repeated myself? I haven't been writing down the words that I say. I try to keep a running knowledge of the words I've already used. I don't think it's a big deal if I use the same word again, if so compelled. But usually at the end of a video, I'll say something like delicious or sumptuous or fragrant. Whatever. I say something Gregorian in nature. Stuart says, do you set your action higher for slide playing? I do not. I play slide just on the guitars as they come. 100% original words so far. Excellent. That's good to know. That is good to know. So I'm not so much in the Prevagen mode as I thought. Play some T-Bone Walker. Sometimes I wonder why don't she write to me. Sometimes I wonder why don't she write to me. If I've been a bad fella, I didn't intend to be. Rolling boys, are we gonna jump for joy? Rolling boys, we gonna jump for joy. Hoy, hoy. My baby just bought me a brand new choo-choo toy. She's got ways like a devil, shaped like a frog. When we start loving her, whoo, hot dog. Love my baby when I do myself. Can't remember that one. I don't know what I do about loving someone else. Said yes, yes. T-Bone Shuffle, I believe that is. Jeff says, Jeff Fletcher out there on YouTube says, I have to admit, I'm not a big fan of the surround of the neck pickup. Could it be removed or could the pickup be attached to the body? You can do whatever the hell you want. I liked it. That's why we did it. Originally, it was metal. We had a metal surround. But the metal, for some reason, messed with the impedance of the pickup. The pickup didn't sound right. So when I got the prototype and I started playing around, I was like, look, the guitar looks great, feels great, magnificent. It sounds great, but the neck pickup just seems a little wimpier, and I don't know what's going on. And so then I called up Joe Naylor from Reverend and said, what the hell's going on? Is there something going on there's a route or something that's underneath it that's making the neck not pop as much as it usually does, neck pickup? And he's like, let me see what you're talking about. So I made a little recording, and I made a recording of a guitar with my Fluence pickups in it and how the pickup sounded, and then I did this one, and he's like, well, it definitely sounds different. So then he started messing around, and he took the metal thing off, and the pickup came right back to life again. So we figured that the pickup, the metal surround, was messing with the impedance of the Fluence pickup. So at that point, we could have either delayed the release of the guitar by searching for the right material that would have appeared metallic and not messed with the sound of the pickup, or they said, how do you like this parchment? I liked the parchment. I said, I like it. It looks different because it doesn't automatically make one figure that it's a direct ripoff of something that's already been. So that's where we went with it. But, you know, some people dig it, some people don't. I like it. And that's why it's on my Git Fiddle. But you certainly could take this off. That was a consideration But when we saw it without the surround on it, it just looked less complete. It just looked like a pickup sitting there. So we thought this looked classier, so that's what we did it. You can do whatever the hell you want. You can take it out. You can paint it. You spray paint it metal if you want. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. Paint it black, you devil. That's what a woman said to Mick Jagger on Get Your Eyes Out. Paint it black. Paint it black, you devil. That's not a good way to encourage someone to fulfill a request of a song. You know what I'm saying? If someone says to me, hey, play Spank It, you devil, I'm going to say, hey, I got an idea. Why don't you spank? No, I wouldn't say anything. I would say, oh, what an interesting request. No, I don't know. I don't know what I would say. Can you take it? Mm-hmm. So that is the regular bridge pickup sound. So with the button not being pressed in, that's the sound of what we called a white guard sound. What the hell's going on over there with those cats? There's cat battle going on. Did you guys hear that noise? I'll tell you a story about Wild Kingdom, which is what's going on in my house right now. There's a wild kingdom in my house, a wild kingdom in my house, a wild kingdom and a wild kingdom and a wild kingdom in my house. We got one cat that went to the vet. The other one came home and now they're upset. The one doesn't recognize the other. I don't know what to tell you, brother, but these cats are driving me crazy. And I'm living in Wild Kingdom. 1 minute they're smelling each other's rumps. Next they're snarling and one is down in the dumps. These doggone cats are driving me nuts. You hear that? Extemporaneous cat scratch fever song, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that happened. All right, so I believe I was telling you about the bridge pickup sound before I heard, the sound of Wild Kingdom. So here's the second sound, which is more of like a blackguard tally. So before. Here's the other sound. Darth Slater, I think your yell button is stuck again. cats. Was there a battle? Oh my Lord. That's what I like that little button for. I can get a little heat. So I got the lead channel on here on the Koch amplifier. Now there's a gain boost I can add on the amp, or if I just want a little bit more, just press that button in on the guitar to get that second voice. And the fact that I don't lose any highs when I turn down the volume also is a great thing. So I could actually run the amp on the lead channel if I wanted to, add the extra heat, and just keep the volume down on the guitar. Turn the volume up. And when I want a little bit more, press the button in. Sounds good. Sweet and sassy are the ways of this guitar. Sweet and sassy. Can you dig it? Yes. So, we have heard this Wildwood exclusive version of the Gristle Master. Somebody said, where's the Clockwork Orange? I have not had that out in a little bit, have I? I was thinking about nabbing it before this video shoot, but I didn't get a chance to go down and get it. That's one of my favorite ones, as a matter of fact. I give them a little rotation. I give the rotation of the guitars. The Koch amp is a tone machine. I dig it. The orange is sublime, the Clockwork Orange. All right, I'm going to switch. Uh-oh, click, click. Mr. Click, click. Dr. Click, click. Can you play Cream? I just did. That was Sleepy Time. Doggone it. Crazy kids. When you say to me, can you play some Cream? And then I do. And then can you play some Cream? Oh, when I just did, I say, what the hell? I am going to play this Gristle Master. This is the new iteration. And this has my new Fluence signature P90s into it. So let's hear what this rascal sounds like in a similar environment. Ooh, I feel the heat. I feel the heat coming on strong. A laugh and a joke and a singing a song. fancy, that. That was fancy. That was fancy. That fancy. That was fancy activities, ladies and gentlemen, on this new Gristle 90. I hate to say it. Well, actually, I don't hate to say it, but I think the whole first batch that went to Wildwood was already pre-sold. Doggone it. But there's more coming. Remember I said there was going to be a little lapse? There's not going to be a little lapse in availability. The guitars are going to just keep on coming. Either the guitars are just going to keep on coming. What's going on with those cats? The cats are fighting. I just can't take it. The cats are fighting. I got to tell you what, the cats are driving me crazy. It is a Bigsby. Oh, thank you very much, Philip. Right? I like this guitar, it makes me feel so good. I like this guitar, it makes me feel so good. Sounds good, clean, sounds good, dirty, sounds good, clean, sounds good, dirty. That song called Sounds Good, Clean, Sounds Good, Dirty. That's all there is to it. I just restrung this rascal, so it's being a little persnicks. Care Bear with Mr. Wiggles, that's right. If I want to start learning jazz chords and voicing, how should I get started? What's the first step? Well, that's a good question. A good way is to learn all your seventh chords as they respond to the major scale. So learn all your major 7, minor 7, dominant 7, and minor 7 flat 5s on all the different string sets. That's what I did back in the day. Did that in the circle of fifths, doing the different inversions. And then I would learn like little Joe Passy type of, that's all over a 1 chord. You got the 9, 13, 9, a half step up, step down, then. I'm playing this, I'm just realizing I've got all this stuff from different places. I'd hear a chord somewhere and go, I'm going to use that chord. I don't know where I'm going to use it, but I'm going to figure out, like, this is an Alan Holdsworth chord. But it sounds good as a blues chord. A7. You got the 11th up here. You got the 9th there, but together it sounds cool. Like I make that a minor 11th by going. And I can go to the D chord by going. So stuff like that. A7, A minor 7, D7 over A. And over the 2, I can do all kinds of. Do all different stuff with diminished chords as well. Well, I certainly studied the the different 7th chords and how to use those modally in college. That's where I learned it. But applying it in my way took years of percolating. Can you dig it? Yeah, play all those chords now. That's right. My favorite turnaround of the 12-bar blues, well, there's a bunch of different ones. Of course, there's the standard, Robert Johnson-y. I also like, for my own listening and dining pleasure, there's this kind of, I like this one. The West Montgomery one is 1 flat 3rd. Flat 6 or sharp 6 or sharp 5 or major 7. Flat 2 with a. So that application is like a. Can you dig it? I got a little bit of modulation on that delay, and then I have this fan going, so it's driving my ears crazy. The cars is by my window, like the waves down on the beach. The cars is by my window, like the waves down on the beach. Can't remember the rest. Like the waves down on the beach. So many turnarounds, so little time, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Peace Frog, I can't remember that one. Oh, She's Out of Reach, that's it. Got this girl beside me, but she's out of reach. I can't remember. Can't remember it. Old Jim Moore. Oh, was it Peace Frog? There's blood in the streets of the town. Right? The next song is about Koch's frozen custard. Yes. Jody says, I was able to snag a Bradford Beach Blue Gristle 90 thanks to Lance at Wildwood and Reverend for helping. Oh, awesome. I'm glad that all worked out, Jody. You're going to dig it. You're going to dig it, doggone it. Yes. Trade as the 7 fret is stretched. Yes. James Gang illusions there for the kids. Taking my time. Yes. Ragtime spankers unite. That's right. It's good for you. Can you dig it, music friends? Well, thanks, Tim. Thanks for tuning in. Tim has got to go, but thanks for tuning in to our Gristle festivity. So this is the new Gristle Master. No, this is the new Gristle 90. And first batch, I think they were already in and out of Wildwood, but more are coming. As well as more are coming to other Reverend dealers as well. Alex says, can't wait to see the KMT live. You and me both. I can't wait to play live. Playing live in the city. I'm just going to grab another guitar here that I got from Wildwood Guitars. This is, in fact, a recent purchase. Look at this glorious morsel. Let's take a look at it. Behold this specimen of the night. It's a Wildwood Spec 58 in the gloss format. I like the dark back. Look at that, beautiful. The little Wildwood Spec thing they got there. It says, "Oh, Wildwood Spec, coming on strong." And these have the Wildwood Spec special wound pickups, Wildwood Spec custom humbuckers made by Gibson for our friends at Wildwood. The weight of this one is, someone asked the weight of this guitar. Hang on, this damn, it's always got to be a chord exactly in the right place to make it unable to turn the button off. Yeah, can you dig it? That's a little bit of that Peter Green. Someone wants a Peter Green. I did so. I use these thicker picks. They are 1.4 millimeters from our friends at Diodario, Primetone 3. Do I adjust your pickup heights yourself? No, I do not. Well, I find the thicker picks are better for all kinds of stuff. They're better for the hybrid picking. They're better for nostril picking. They're better for plaque picking, but they're especially good for alternate picking. Yes, can you dig it? Can you dig the power of the night? Oh, it's 4:03 already. Time has just slipped right by. Hey. Hey. All right, folks, there you have it. A fun sessione today. Played that delicious Gristle Master, the Wildwood exclusive black one with the larger neck profile. Then I played the Bradford Beach Blue Gristle 90. And then I ended up with this glorious Wildwood Spec Gibson Custom Shop 58 Les Paul in what I like to call the gloss format. Other people call it the gloss format as well. It's a beautiful specimen. Nobody's fault but mine. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. We'll see you on the flippity and the doggone floppity. All right. See you.